Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 808 is taking off runway 30 left, departing left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 803 Super, holding short runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 17 Heavy is clear of all runways. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 803 Super, crossing runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Etihad 2 Alpha Super, holding short runway 30 left.
Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 232 Heavy, taxi into runway 30 right.
Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 803 Super is clear of all runways. Dubai International Traffic, Etihad 2 Alpha Super, taxiing to runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Etihad 2 Alpha Super is taking off runway 30 left, departing west. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 803 Super, taxiing to runway 30 right. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 803 Super is taking off runway 30 right, departing west.
Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 232 Heavy, crossing runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 232 Heavy is taking off runway 30 right, departing west.
Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 347 Heavy, taxiing to runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 921 is on final, runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, taxiing to runway 30 right. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 261 Echo Kilo, taxiing to runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 77, holding short runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 347 Heavy is taking off runway 30 left, remaining in the pattern. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 347 Heavy, holding short runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 347 Heavy is taking off runway 30 left, departing west. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha is taking off runway 30 right, departing straight out. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 261 Echo Kilo, holding short runway 30 left. Dubai International Traffic, Emirates 261 Echo Kilo is taking off runway 30 left, departing straight out.
Download and bring your music anywhere so you can dance to high-quality music without hearing ads. Mix up your playlist with song recommendations from Smart Shuffle, or take total control of your listening with unlimited skips and repeats. Experience music without limits. Tap the banner to get started. Want to spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave in song recommendations for your playlist when you join Spotify Premium. Or start a jam, where you can invite your friends to create and add to shared playlists, all with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more. Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. to the sounds you love. Take your playlists anywhere with offline downloads, or play your song of the moment again and again with unlimited repeats. Get all the music without hearing audio ads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more. Premium, you get to focus on the music. Explore a vast catalog of millions of songs without hearing ads, or download your playlist to listen to them anywhere. You can also play your favorite songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward and backward as much as you'd like. Your audio, your control. Tap the banner to learn more. Play the music the moment is calling for, whether it's turning up the party or winding down to relax in the evening. Curate the day's soundtrack with ad-free music listening and offline downloads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
Al-Ittihad. We're united by the same values, passion, precision, and performance. As the official sponsor of Al-Ittihad Club, we share their journey of excellence on every road and on every field. Together, we kick off toward new horizons. Hankook, driving emotion.
Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. Whether you're relaxing at home or out and about, make your music move with you. With Premium, you can download your music at higher quality, listen to songs ad-free, and play them in any order. Tap the banner to learn more. Let your music taste shine with Premium. Host a jam with your friends and share your favorite songs with the entire squad, without ad breaks. You can also play your favorite albums in any order with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Hankook and Al Ittihad. We're united by the same values, passion, precision, and performance. As the official sponsor of Al Ittihad Club, we share their journey of excellence on every road and on every field. Together, we kick off toward new horizons. Hankook, driving emotion.
McCrispies are here. The Spicy McCrispy and the McCrispy Deluxe, both with that same irresistible crunch you love. Available now at McDonald's. Order now.
Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle adds recommendations into your playlist to show you new sounds. Or you can make music a shared experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together. Tap the banner to learn more.
Ittihad. We're united by the same values, passion, precision, and performance. As the official sponsor of Al Ittihad Club, we share their journey of excellence on every road and on every field. Together, we kick off toward new horizons. Hankook, driving emotion.
With Premium, you get to focus on the music. Explore a vast catalog of millions of songs without hearing ads, or download your playlist to listen to them anywhere. You can also play your favorite songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward and backward as much as you'd like. Your audio, your control. Tap the banner to learn more. Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. Want to spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave in song recommendations for your playlist when you join Spotify Premium. Or start a jam, where you can invite your friends to create and add to shared playlists, all with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more. Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle adds recommendations into your playlist to show you new sounds. Or you can make music a shared experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together. Tap the banner to learn more.
King Abdul Aziz Airport, Addis Information Mike, time 11230, wind 340 at 14, visibility 6, temperature 39, dew point 24, QNH 1007 remarks, no pattern work, no light aircraft accepted at this time. File flight plan prior. Jeddah Director, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, with you at 35,100.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, radar contact, say approach request. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 34.
Roger, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha,
Turn right heading 220, descend and maintain 4000, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Attention all aircraft, Jeddah Director is closing in 5 minutes.
Egypt Air 862, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at King Abdul Aziz.
Egypt Air 862, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 34 left at King Abdul Aziz.
Roger, Egypt Air 862.
Oman Air 002 November Zulu, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn right heading 250.
Turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 4000, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Austrian 911 is 2 nautical miles northeast of King Abdulaziz at 5,900 feet, requesting flight following to King Khalid. Austrian 911, proceed on course to King Khalid. Proceed on course, Austrian 911. Saudia 443, turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 3000. Saudia 755 heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 3000, Saudia 443. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Saudia 755 heavy.
Oman Air 002 November Zulu, turn left heading 060, maintain 3000.
Turn left heading 060, maintain 3000, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Qatari 027, requesting descent via V1 Charlie arrival.
Qatari 027, say approach request of destination. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, turn left heading 010. Saudia 857 heavy, requesting IAS approach any runway of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 755 heavy, turn right heading 240.
Stand by, Qatari 027.
Saudia 443, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear IAS runway 34 left approach.
Turn right heading 240, Saudia 755 heavy. Turn left heading 010, Oman Air 002 November Zulu.
Lufthansa 1895, turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 5000, Lufthansa 1895.
Oman Air 002 November Zulu, continuous file. Saudia 857 heavy, continuous file, expect the IAS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 857 heavy, correction, stand by. Saudia 857 heavy, expect vectors to the IAS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 443, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Roger, Saudia 857 heavy.
Continue as file, Oman Air 002 November Zulu.
Oman Air 002 November Zulu, clear GPS approach runway 34 left.
Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Oman Air 002 November Zulu.
Saudia 857 heavy, unable, expect vectors. Copy, expecting vectors, Saudia 857 heavy. Saudia 857 heavy, turn right heading 230, descend and maintain 4000. Saudia 755 heavy, turn right heading 320, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, clear IAS runway 34 right approach.
Contacting King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2, Saudia 443. Descend and maintain 4000, Lufthansa 1895.
Saudia 755 heavy, turn right heading 310, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, clear IAS runway 34 right approach.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Turn right heading 310, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Saudia 755 heavy.
Austrian 911, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Austrian 911, good day. Saudia 755 heavy, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, thank you. Oman Air 0, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn left heading.
Turn left heading 090, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, continuous filed, expect the IAS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Lufthansa 1895, turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 3000. Roger, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Turn left heading 070, descend and maintain 3000, Lufthansa 1895.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Qatari 027, say intention.
Qatari 027 is 34 nautical miles northeast of King Abdulaziz at 23,900 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right at King Abdulaziz.
Qatari 027, continuous filed, expect the IAS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz.
Roger, Qatari 027.
Qatari 027, descend via arrival.
Descending via V1 Charlie arrival, Qatari 027.
Lufthansa 1895, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared aisles runway 34 left approach.
Turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Lufthansa 1895. Jeddah Director, Uniform Romeo Alpha Mike Zulu November Golf, with you at 1500.
Lufthansa 1895, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2. Uniform Romeo Alpha Mike Zulu November Golf, radar contact.
Contacting King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2, Lufthansa 1895.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn right heading 130 and hold over King Faisal Airport at 7000, right turn, do not exceed 230 knots.
Saudia 737 India November Heavy, with turn right heading 130 and hold over King Faisal Airport at 7000, right turn, Wilco, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Roger, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy, requesting ILS approach any runway at King Abdulaziz.
Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy, continuous filed, expect the ILS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz.
Roger, Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy. X-Ray Alpha Golf Mike Super is 4 nautical miles north of King Abdulaziz at 3,400 feet, requesting flight following to King Salman.
5 X-Ray Alpha Golf Mike Super, proceed on course to King Salman.
Proceed on course, 5 X-Ray Alpha Golf Mike Super.
Saudia 857 Heavy, contact Jeddah approach on 119.1. Qatari 027, contact Jeddah approach on 119.1. Egypt Air 8, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, contact Jeddah approach.
Contacting Jeddah approach on 119.1, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Contacting Jeddah approach on 119.1, Qatari 027.
Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, contact Jeddah approach on 119.1. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy is 31 nautical miles northwest of King Abdulaziz at 15,700 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, correction, stand by.
Qatari 027 is 6 nautical miles northeast of King Abdulaziz at 15,100 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right at King Abdulaziz.
Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy is 30 nautical miles northwest of King Abdulaziz at 15,400 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz.
Saudia 183 India November Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Executing this approach, Omaner 002 November Zulu. Jeddah approach, Etihad 2 Alpha Super, with you at 1,200. Egypt Air 862 is 7 nautical miles southwest of King Abdulaziz at 8,700 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at King Abdulaziz. Saudia 737 India November Heavy is 31 nautical miles northwest of King Abdulaziz at 24,500 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Aegis LA62, continuous failed, expect the Isles approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Aegis LA62, descend and maintain 3000. Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 34 left at King Abdulaziz. Descend and maintain 3000, Egypt Air 862. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, turn left heading 160, maintain 4000. Etihad 2 Alpha Super, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Etihad 2 Alpha Super, good day. Qatari 027, descend and maintain 4000. Descend and maintain 4000, Qatari 027. Saudia 857 Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz.
Roger, Saudia 857 Heavy.
Saudia 857 Heavy, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 3000. Aegis LA62, descend and maintain 4000. Qatari 027, descend and maintain 3000. Descend and maintain 3000, Qatari 027.
Turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 3000, Saudia 857 Heavy.
Descend and maintain 4000, Egypt Air 862. Roger, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, continuous failed, expect the Isles approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz.
Roger, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 8000. Turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 8000, Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy. Saudia 183 India November Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Roger, Saudia 183 India November Heavy. Saudia 183 India November Heavy, turn left heading 130, descend and maintain 6000. Jeddah approach, Emirates 347 Heavy, with you at 15,200. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, requesting descent to 3000. Aegis
Let your music
LA62,
taste
turn left
shine
heading
with premium.
060,
Host a
descend
jam
and
with your
maintain
friends and share
4000.
your favorite songs
Turn
with the
left heading
entire squad,
060,
without ad
descend and
breaks.
maintain
You
4000,
can also play your
Egypt Air
favorite albums in
862.
any order with
Oman Air
unlimited skips and
002
repeats.
November Zulu,
Tap the
turn
banner
right
to
heading
learn more.
180, maintain 4000. Turn right heading 180, maintain 4000, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. FZ825, continuous failed, expect the Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Emirates 347 Heavy, radar contact, say approach request.
Roger, Uzbek 337.
Emirates 347 Heavy is 32 nautical miles northeast of X Mach at 13,700 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at King Abdulaziz. Aegis LA62, do not exceed 220 knots. Do not exceed 220 knots, Egypt Air 862. Aegis LA62, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 4000 until established from the localizer, cleared Isles runway 34 left approach. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, continuous failed. Turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Egypt Air 862. Emirates 347 Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Roger, Emirates 347 Heavy. Jeddah approach, Swift 1390 Heavy, with you at 12,900. Continue as filed, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, turn left heading 060. Turn left heading 060, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Swift 1390 Heavy is 7 nautical miles west of X, Mach is 11,300 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Saudia 857 Heavy, turn right heading 270, descendant maintain 2000. Qatari 027, do not exceed 220 north.
Turn right heading 270, descendant maintain 2000, Saudia 857 Heavy.
Aegis LA62, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 11832. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 5000, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Saudia 606 Night Hotel Heavy, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 5000, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Saudia 790 Night Hotel Heavy, turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 8000. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, turn left heading 360, maintain 4000, cleared GPS runway 34 left approach.
Turn left heading 360, maintain 4000, cleared GPS runway 34 left, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 8000, Saudia 790 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Qatari 027, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 34 right approach.
Thank you, good day, Oman Air 002 November Zulu. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qatari 027.
Qatari 027, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Saudia 857 Heavy, turn right heading 310, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn left.
Turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 4000, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Swiss 1390 Heavy, continuous failed, expect the Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Roger, Swiss 1390 Heavy. Saudia 606 Night Hotel Heavy, turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 060, descend and maintain 4000, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Jeddah approach, Qatari 8, review at 4800. Saudia 857 Heavy, execute missed approach, turn right heading 020, climb and maintain 4000. Saudia 790 Night Hotel Heavy, turn, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 020.
Turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 5000, Saudia 790 Mike Hotel. Turn left heading 020, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Saudia 737 India November Heavy, do not exceed 220 north. Do not exceed 220 north, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. Qatari 8, frequency change approved, good day. Qatari 027, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 11832. Frequency change approved, Qatari 8, good day. Contact Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 3000, cleared visual runway 34 right, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Saudia 183 India November Heavy, continue as filed. Saudia 606 Night Hotel Heavy, do not exceed 200 north.
Do not exceed 200 north, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Saudia 737 India November Heavy, do not exceed 200 north. Continue as followed, Saudia 183 India November Heavy. Do not exceed 200 north, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. FZ825, descend and maintain 5000. Saudia 857 Heavy, turn right heading 150.
Descend and maintain 5000, FZ825.
Saudia 606 Night Hotel Heavy, turn left heading 010, maintain 4000, maintain 4000. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, expect that.
Roger, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, report airport.
Wilco, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Turn right heading 150, Saudia 857 Heavy.
Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, turn left heading 300, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 34 left approach.
United 1 X-Ray Lima is 22 nautical miles southeast of Rabbi Domestic at 15,900 feet, request deniers approach any runway at King Abdulaziz. Turn left heading 300, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 34 left, Saudia 606.
Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 330, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Swiss 1390 Heavy is 12 nautical miles northeast of King Faisal at 4,400 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 34 left of King Abdulaziz. Swiss 1390 Heavy, continuous foiled, expect the Isles approach runway 34 right of King Abdulaziz. Roger, Swiss 1390 Heavy. Saudia 737 India November Heavy, descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 3. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, report Wilco, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Airport in sight, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 34 right, Swiss 139, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, cleared visual approach west. Cleared visual runway 34 right, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 miles final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 miles final, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Saudia 737 India November Heavy, maintain 160 knots until 4 miles final. Maintain 160 knots until 4 miles final, Saudia 7, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, maintain 180 knots until 6 miles final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, contact King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2.
Contacting King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Saudia 737 India November Heavy, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, contact King Contacting King Abdulaziz Tower on 118.2, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Saudia 183 India November Heavy, turn left heading 060. King Abdulaziz Tower, Swiss 1390 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 34 right. Saudia 737 India November Heavy, wind 330 at 13, no. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, wind 330 at 1. Number 1, clear to land, runway 34 right, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 34 left, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Ethiopian 238, wind 330 at 13, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff. Ukraine International 505, frequency change approved, good day. Change for takeoff, runway 34 center, Ethiopian 238. Frequency change approved Ukraine International 505, good day. Malaysian 413 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Malaysian 413 Heavy, good day.
1,000.
King Abdulaziz Tower, lot 979 Lima Oscar Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 34 center, departing west.
400.
Lot 979 Lima Oscar Heavy, wind 330 at 13, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff.
300.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 center, lot 979 Lima Oscar Heavy.
Swiss 1390 Heavy, maintain slowest practical speed. Ethiopian 238, request frequency change. Ethiopian 238, frequency change approved, good day. Thank you, good day, Ethiopian 238.
20. 10.
776 Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, exit runway when able and Wilco, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. Ability Flora, Hotel Lima 0118 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 34 center, departing north. Ability Flora, Saudia 183 India November Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 34 left. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Hotel Lima 0118 Heavy, line up and wait runway 34 center.
Wilco, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Swiss 1390 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Lima, Saudia 183 India November Heavy, wind 330 at 13, number 2, runway 34 left, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway 34 left, Saudia 183 India November Heavy. Wind code, Swiss 1390 Heavy. Oman Air 002 November Zulu, request permission to cross runway 34 center. King Abdulaziz ground, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, request taxi to the GA Terminal B. Taxi to parking, Swiss 1390 Heavy. Emirates 776 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, Edward. Taxi to parking, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha.
King Abdulaziz ground, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, request taxi today T5 at the Terminal 1.
Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
Abdulaziz ground, Saudia 737 India November Heavy, request taxi to gate B11 at the Terminal 1. Saudia 737 India November Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Saudia 737 India November Heavy.
Whether you're relaxing at home or out and about, make your music move with you. With Premium, you can download your music at higher quality, listen to songs ad-free, and play them in any order. Tap the banner to learn more.
King Abdulaziz Ground, Oman Air 674, ready for pushback with information November. Saudia 737 India November Heavy, give way to aircraft exiting runway 34 left. Give way to aircraft exiting runway 34 left, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. Oman Air 674, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Oman Air 674. Contacting King Abdulaziz Ground on 1213 Saudia 183 India November Heavy.
King Abdulaziz Ground, Saudia 857 Heavy, request taxi to the Terminal 1.
King Abdulaziz Ground, Saudia 183 India November Heavy, request taxi to parking. Saudia 857 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Saudia 857 Heavy.
Saudia 183 India November Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Saudia 183 India November Heavy. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, hold short of runway 34 center.
Hold short of runway 34 center, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy.
King Abdulaziz Ground, Oman Air 674, ready to taxi with information November. Oman Air 674, taxi to runway 34 center, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 34 center, Oman Air 674. Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy, cross runway 34 center.
Crossing runway 34 center, Saudia 606 Mike Hotel Heavy. King Abdulaziz Ground, Uzbek 337, request taxi to parking.
Uzbek 337, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Uzbek 337. Saudia 183 India November Heavy, cross runway 34 center.
Crossing runway 34 center, Saudia 183 India November Heavy. King Abdulaziz ground, Victor Tango Echo Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information after. Victor Tango Echo Victor Alpha, pushback approved. Saudia 737 India November Heavy, cross runway 34 center. Crossing runway 34 center, Saudia 737 India November Heavy. Thank you, good day, Emirates 776 Victor Alpha. King Abdulaziz ground, Victor Tango Echo Victor Alpha, ready for pushback. Victor Tango Echo Victor Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle
Pushback
adds recommendations
approved.
into your
Tail to the north.
playlist to
Victor
show you new
Tango Echo
sounds.
Victor Alpha.
Or you can make music a shared experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together. Tap the banner to learn more.
King Abdulaziz ground, Air India 1, ready for pushback with information Oscar.
Air India 1, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Air India 1.
Thank you, good day, 2023